This is an open letter to whoever the fuck wrote this, Jess Reed Krause. There's two things that are gonna happen here. Either her ass will never notice this TikTok, or her ass will be obsessed with this fucking criticism. So, on the off chance that number 2 happens, this one's for you, lady. Hi there. So, I figured out how to use these filters on my computer, so, whew, game changer. I'm gonna look like shit all the fucking time now and just use the fucking filter to hide it. Honestly, like now I'm like, oh my god, I don't even have to put fucking eyeliner on anymore. Jeez. I mean, look how cute this cartoon is. I wanted to post real quick about the Habitat House Inhabit fucking article. The first thing someone asked me is, what do you think about it? I'm like, who the fuck is House Inhabit? When the fuck are we gonna get like a real fucking news article, like from a real fucking like news outlet? I don't even know fucking bloggers' fucking opinion. So my first question was, who the fuck is House Inhabit? So I googled up who is House Inhabit, and then I put Reddit, because sometimes that helps me narrow it down. Because if you want to find fanatics on any fucking subject, Reddit's the place to go. You know, if you want like the best DIY or the most like in-depth theories on Westworld, you're gonna find the subreddit for it. Turns out the general consensus was she's someone who says she's an apparent journalist and says that she's independent, but she basically just spreads lies and doesn't source her facts. And she has some pretty controversial and wild theories. That's what I read. So I don't know. She wrote a whole expose calling Britney Spears fans conspiracy theorists. Kind of seems a little like the pot calling the kettle black. Like, bitch, have you read your own fucking blogs? She doesn't have any fucking sources. She says she knows all this fucking facts about Britney, but she doesn't say who her source is. She doesn't even cite any sources other than those close to Britney. But most of her article relies on the Daphne Barrick article, which again, is that the best source? You ever play telephone or gossip? What someone told you about X, Y, and Z may not actually be what's actually happening, but if you solely base on that, well, that would be inaccurate, because you didn't even verify the sources. You are literally taking someone's word for it. She's not a journalist. I need to point that out. You even read her fucking about on her fucking blog. She goes, over the past decade, I've managed to make a living from home on the internet telling stories. It's not just a one-off line that I'm picking at, by the way. She also, in her about, basically talks about how she's a storyteller and she loves telling stories, and she had gone to college and written stories and stories. Yeah, stories are not investigative journalism. You should not be manufacturing shit, bitch. You should not be telling stories. Are you a fucking reporter or a storyteller? Because if you're a storyteller, the gaslighting makes a lot of fucking sense then. We gotta stop giving these people who are not fucking reporters the merit of fucking reporters. They honestly don't even put the effort to have the word reporter. Okay? Someone who just spits facts that they've already digested and synthesizes it is not a reporter. They're a great summarizer. Thank you for summarizing. Am I a reporter? No. I'm summarizing things that I've learned to you guys. I am a summarizer. Thank you. How can she say she knows what the inside of Britney's house looks like, but she only talked to Daphne Barrick and she only talked to people who don't even fucking live with Britney? Really, bitch? You could tell she's a fucking storyteller because, like, there's so many fucking, like, useless fucking details. Instead of telling us a fucking source, you're just like, and then let me describe in detail the beauty or the ugly of this. I don't give a fuck. Let me give an example of this, because I don't want you guys to be like, well, maybe you're just being overdramatic. Really. A text on my way to her home warned that I was arriving in a media storm. 10 minutes later, I read, meth, in capital letters next to Britney's photo splashed across the Daily Mail, parked in Daphne Barrick's driveway. The fuck is this, bitch? Just fucking say, okay, she's your source. So, to evidence that her source that she does not ever name is trustworthy, she gives a story about how they're childhood friends of Britney, and like they are still driving her mom to the hospital. As if Lynn's not fucking rich and hasn't stolen a lot of money along with the rest of the family from Britney. Bitch can fucking call an Uber, okay? What is this whole woe is me, oh I'm so poor in Louisiana story? First of all, you chose to fucking live in Louisiana, okay? You chose to not live near your fucking daughter, so you're living where you want. You're not fucking poor. The bitch literally just fucking flew from Louisiana, and they made it like a big ass fucking deal, like damn, she flew all the way from Louisiana. It's in the United States. She didn't come from a different fucking country, okay? There's not some like fucking issues with the flights. She could have come whenever her ass fucking wanted to. No, her family's actually the one that took all her fucking money. Initial thoughts. I would record more, but I didn't want to give this more time than it deserved, because I don't think it quite deserves very much. It's an over-glorified fucking Tumblr post to me. You know, from another journalist. Because I'm not. Because you're not. Have a great day. There is actually a part 2, because I do actually have issue with the whole collective denial thing, so I'm going to go into that next.